Alright, welcome to Leif's Salvage Cartwheel Parts and Benches. Just a quick description of one of the furniture designs that I brought back from Thailand this past year. This is a cartwheel bench, seats 2, made of old salvaged farming equipment. The main piece being the cartwheel. Come have a closer look. This is a bench made out of cartwheel and salvage materials from Thailand. The materials are quite old, although the bench was constructed just a few months ago, fresh off the boat. The cartwheel actually is from Burma, and the rim and spokes are teak, and the hub is a rosewood or some kind of ironwood. The bench seat are more spokes, teak spokes, as is the front piece, and the sides are parts of cartwheel rims. The arms are old plow handles, and the brace underneath is made from a yoke once used on water buffalo. So it's a nice solid design. It can be good garden furniture or for that special spot in your patio. The dimensions are about 4.5 feet by 4.5 feet, and note on the cartwheel here, particularly thick and strong rims, over 4 inches, 4 by 2, and it has an iron or steel rim on top of that. It's a nice chunk of furniture. Alright, welcome on this nice cool winter day in Southern Oregon. I'm going to describe for you a large gazebo, Sala a Thai gazebo that I imported last year. This is a really large one. The footprint on it is about 14 feet by 11 feet down from vertical drop from the edge of the roof. It's all salvage material, mostly rosewood, but a mix of other woods, including a fair amount of teak. So let's take a closer look. The posts and these floor step boards are a certain kind of rosewood. I'm waiting on identification of the exact genus or species from the U.S. Department of Forestry Wood Lab, but I selected it for this design that I had built last year. And you can see that's quite thick, 2-inch thick rosewood steps. And these are approximately 8 inches by 8 inches, so quite stout. The bar doors are mostly teak. This is a routed teak and maybe a sharia or salwood in the framing. That's not teak, but it's a good construction, exterior construction grade wood. As we enter, it has paduak. There's another kind of rosewood, 1-inch thick, 1 by 8, running the full length, 8-foot long floor. And also the table is made from the same wood, paduak or Burmese nada. We step up and have a look inside. So this has been on display over a year now, and I apologize to the prospective buyers that it's a little bit grungy, but it'll clean up just fine. We'll pressure wash it, give it a light sand, give it some oil, and it'll sparkle like a ruby. Again, this is a very fine, strong rosewood table. The bench seats are particularly long. It was part of the design so someone can lay out, someone who's tall. These are teak doors, and then a mix of hardwood, sawwood, a little bit of teak. This one is a piece of teak for the bench seat. And then there's some banisters, or is that a baluster, to fill in the space. Also, we'll show you from the outside, but from the inside you can see built into the frame is the split cartwheel. This is from a Prey district, a very strong teak and rosewood cartwheel, perhaps 80 years old, built into the frame and structure. Just to make a point or to evidence that it's plenty long, well over 2 meters long for lounging out. So easily 4 or 5 people can sit to a side, and then on the back bench you can seat another 3. So 10 people easily can sit in this gazebo, and it's quite solid. The ceiling here is a thin wood, and it's got a trapdoor. It's not meant to be a loft or anything, although you can store some materials inside. There is a solar light with a panel connected to the roof, although the batteries are dead and we'll have to replace or recharge that for you. But it can work, and it wired through the ceiling. Okay, let's have a look on the outside. On some of those shots you can cut away or shorten it a little bit. This part maybe do a dissolve or something. Alright, roll them, or if you're still rolling. Okay, so on the bench seats, got the rosewood top, the teak back, rest, and the Sharia or sawwood part of the frame. The side walls here are also paduak, and then the routed teak underneath. So a lot of work went into these designs here. These bench stools are separate, although if you're interested we can talk about it. You can step around here and have a look. So this one's just 7.5 inches, this post, but still a nice piece of rosewood. You have a look at the roof panels. Also more routed teak. All these shingles are rosewood, and they're old, but they're recently assembled and very tight. And it's also tin lined. The rear roof panel is temporary, and you can see down below are the original. So you've got spare roof panel if you want. And then the sunburst design, so to speak, for the front and back. Alright, so all these shingles on this gazebo are rosewood, salvaged rosewood, tin lined, so it keeps out the water just fine. The edge here is more routed teak, and the braces here are plow handles that are attached to the cartwheels that are split and built into the frame. Again, the backrest is a teak door on the sawwood or Sharia frame. The rosewood base, floor, and joists. So, it's a big beauty. If you have any more questions, contact me and I'll be happy to talk. In addition to some other furniture, I also brought back some entire artifacts like ox carts. So this is a nice piece that I brought back from northern Thailand. I'll give you a brief description. This comes from Lampang, Thailand, in the north, a region called Lana. And it has teak wheels and a teak frame or basket, and then some kind of hardwood, rosewood fork and a rosewood yoke. It's about 13, almost 14 feet long and about 7 feet across, so it's pretty good size. Works fine. Water buffalo's not included.